Let's talk about grow tents. Well, I really don't know a lot about grow tents, so I imagine this video will be short. Now we're in my dusty, dungy basement. It is a very dry basement, but I thought this would be a great place to set up a small grow tent. Now I don't want to grow produce or anything in this grow tent. I just want to use it temporarily to get everything started. That way I can kind of control the climate, I can control the heat, I can also control the light because I bought a grow light as well, and we'll talk about that here in a second. Now this particular grow tent is made by Yield Lab. I'll put a link down below of all the parts and pieces that I've used in this video. It's very inexpensive, which is why I bought it, but it's also not very tall. It's great for when you're trying to start seedlings. I had a really hard time finding a grow tent that wasn't obnoxiously big or super tall. Gee, I wonder what you would want to grow in a very tall grow tent. I just wanted something shallow. So this is 24 inches tall, and it's also 32 inches wide and deep, and it sits perfectly on a card table. Now, obviously a grow tent is pretty worthless without a grow light, and I found this particular model seemed appealing by the online reviews. It's made by Viparspectra. They have a bunch of different sizes. This is the smallest size they carry it, and it's probably a little bit too big for this tent, but we are going to dial it down with the variable knob right here. That's the beauty of this guy, is you can turn it down. So hopefully we don't scorch our plants, but we give it the right light that they needed. The model on this is the VA600. Now I'm pretty sure the camera is doing some auto adjusting, making things look even darker down here in the basement than what they really are. And that's because it is extremely bright inside this grow tent. I do have it turned all the way down, and I think that's what's going to actually make this work pretty well for this environment. The biggest problem you have with short grow tents is you really need some distance from the light on the top to hit everything on the bottom. But I think it's going to work out okay. We have a lot of reflective surfaces in here. And again, we can turn this light down all the way so we're not really scorching our plants. And in all of its glory, here is the finished grow tent, and I actually have some plants inside. I have some peppers that I already started, and we'll see how it does. I'm going to monitor the temperature inside and see if it gets hot or not. If it starts to warm up, there's plenty of places to vent it. You can put little fans in these things, and if it doesn't get warm enough, I will put a heating pad in. But for now, we're going to cover up the little hole here, this little cover, and we're going to forget about it, and we'll check it in a couple of days. So we'll come back to this in a future video. We'll see how well it does. We might also build our own grow tent and compare the two side by side. I think that might be fun. The weather just isn't quite right to plant things in the ground where I'm at, but it's just around the corner. Don't forget to comment down below on any ideas and suggestions, because I'm just learning. And also don't forget to like and subscribe.